These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Mountain Goat. Mountain Goat says, no, the RV did not yet happen, and Iraq still continues with the election saga to form their government. One bit of good news is the leader of the Sadrist movement, Muqtada al-Sadr, suggested earlier on Saturday to conduct a debate in a live broadcast with all political parties. Hanan al-Fatawili announced Sunday the acceptance of the debate. If Sadr can clean out enough of the corrupt, if not all of them, and expel Iran out of their politics once and for all, you will see Iraq flourish. Mark Z via PDK article quote, Al-Kazemi cut short his visit to Egypt and called for an immediate meeting. Mark Z says this is due to protests and the evacuation of the CBI as the Sadr movement has taken to sitting outside. Article quote, evacuation of Central Bank of Iraq, complex in Baghdad for security reasons, unquote. Mark Z says there has not been any violence. In my opinion, the media is blowing this out of proportion, but in my opinion, we are getting close to a culmination of events here. Talking to people in the streets of Iraq, they are far more positive than what we are reading in their press. It is positive that we are coming to a forced resolution in Iraqi differences. Frank 26, the CBI was very busy, as you can see with the articles, with many banks around the world. For a program rate, no. Strongly, in my opinion, to put these banks at an international understanding that the Iraqi dinar is about to go international, float, and change its exchange rate and add value to it. Deep in my heart, this is what I believe the CBI governor has been telling over 200 banks all year, preparing them. Sampson article quote, Gallup publishes a poll revealing the extent to which Iraqis trust the current parliament, unquote. Sunday, here's another quote, Sunday, a poll indicating that the current Iraqi parliament has the least confidence compared to previous sessions. The current parliament has the least confidence that any Iraqi parliament has had since 2006. As the percentage of Iraqis in general who trust it is only 12%. According to the latest Iraqi public opinion poll conducted by the Gallup International Polls. Susie says we have about 1 week for the banks to be hooked up internationally. Will we and the people of Iraq who've been waiting on their purchasing power be dancing in the streets, or do the dinars go back into the shoebox? Mark Z via PDK, pretty quiet out of the Iraqi side. I believe they're still putting all the pieces in place. I think that what I shared last night, referencing Mark Z's post from the 23rd, was a huge chunk as to what to expect timing-wise. The article came out on the 20th or 21st about the currency dealers. We do not know officially when the 50 days started. Those dealers got fined millions of dollars for trading within 50 days of revaluation. Caparoni, the reason the currency auctions in Iraq exist are twofold. One is to supply dollars to pay for imports because most, if not all, international banks do not accept Iraqi dinars as payments since the central bank is in IMF Article 9. And the most important reason is to maintain stability of the exchange rate of the dinar because the dinar is pegged to the dollar. Therefore, the currency auctions have to exist and will not end until Iraqi's currency becomes more convertible worldwide. And I'm sorry, I said Article 9, I meant Article 14. Walking Stick via Frank 26 are Iraqi bank gentlemen and U.S. bank updates. 2 gentlemen from Walking Stick's old firm with 6 banks, 2 in Iraq and 4 in Jordan, went to their bank in Michigan. When the CBI makes a move, they will let all the banks know, not just Iraq, but internationally too. So the CBI, in my opinion, is sending the owners of these banks to their banks to prepare for the announcement of the reinstatement of their currency. All of this requires an announced, seated government. Nader from the Mideast, it's going to happen. Just be patient. Let the country calm down a bit. Let the government sit. A lot of things have to be done before this. Al-Kazemi, I think 60% he's going to be elected, 40% maybe not. And lastly, we have Bruce Lee via Wiser Now. I think we're going to get there. Hopefully, yes, by the end of the month. We're supposed to get this thing started here. I'd say this week, but I can't call it. I just feel like we are getting really very close.